One of the qualities of Laguna Woods Village I love the most is our commitment to the arts. Being a member of the Theater Guild for almost 7 years has been amazing. In this month's Artist Showcase, we are going to highlight 4 people in the performing arts community that I feel represent the spirit of selflessness and commitment to community theater that lives in our community.
Hi, I'm sitting here with Mary Zolli, someone I know very well, someone I admire. We've worked together for about 4 years now, and as you may or may not know, she's really active in the theater in Laguna Woods. But it's more than that. It's much more than that. And I want you to hear from Mary about what it means to be a part of this theater community. So Mary, take it away.
Well, I can say that when I walk in 19 and they're like, Mary Zolli, the movie star. I've seen you on TV so much. It excites me, but that's kind of ego-y stuff, and that's not the thing so important to me. What's important to me is what I've learned about confidence. And we all grow up hearing this phrase, to gain confidence. And what I realized is we don't have to do that step-by-step improvement in confidence. We can instantaneously feel confident just by controlling our mind. So that's how I feel now. That's how I feel in the last play I did. I feel good on the soap opera, Tales from the Woods. And I just want to say to everybody, why not feel confident right now?
You got it. I love it. And then what else have you done as far as, the Theater Guild? I know you're program chair, of course, and you're in your 3rd year of that. What has that meant to you and also to the other people out there that come to the meetings?
Right. It's meant so much because actually what I studied for my master's degree is education and community services. And what I love about being the program chair is I get to talk to everybody, kind of feel their pulse, find out what they're looking for, and boost them up. There's people that came and they were like, nope, I cannot go on stage. No, I can never do that. And the fear was like oozing out of them. I've been battling that fear thing, and now I'm just making a decision not to be fear-based. And so I think that I've helped them to feel confident because now they're on the stage in our current production.
Yes, that was one of the most beautiful things to see them, several of them on the stage with lines and everything that they said, I'll never learn lines. Don't ever give me any lines.
I know.
Yeah, this was really fun and exciting when we realized that they were cast. And they were excited.
What I want to say about learning lines is that is something that scares people away. I had to learn so many lines for Night Watch, the last play I did. But you know what? I just took it on as a discipline. I studied every day. There's nothing magical about it. You have to study and put in the work. So I did that and never forgot a line on stage.
Mary has picked a scene from one of her favorite performances, and we're going to let her tell a little bit about it, and we're going to show it. Go for it, Mary.
Normally, in method acting, I look into my life to find out experiences, but for this role of Elaine Wheeler, who kills her husband and her best friend who's having an affair with him, I had to do something completely different, and I haven't killed anybody, so I have no experience with that. But I figured out that it was all about strategy. I'm not a person of strategy, I'm more of an impulse person. So that was a huge challenge for me. Loved it. Loved figuring out how somebody could do this, going into the psychology of it. And at the end, in this monologue that we're going to show you, I am absolutely triumphant because I have carried out my plan. Woo!
like to speak to Lieutenant Walker. Yes, this is Mrs. John Wheeler. Yes, please, it's urgent. It's terribly urgent, and I must speak to him. I must. Oh, Lieutenant Walker. Walker, I think there's something you should know. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm leaving in just a few minutes. But there are 2 dead bodies over there, Lieutenant. Yes, there are. And I'm going to tell you why. You know, they thought I was just this crazy lady who imagined she shot her husband. But betrayal is a deadly word, Lieutenant. And so, when I found out they were lovers, I bought that building. And I put that chair there. Secretly, of course. And then I just started improvising with freesias and wigs and sailboat pins, and none of it had anything to do with Carl. And you know, I even scribbled these fake numbers of a license plate down. Yes. Oh, but it's true, Lieutenant. It's true. It's just like I always told you. There are 2 dead bodies over there. A middle-aged man and a woman, and they're dead. Lopsided. Bleeding. Yes. I know you've heard it a million times, but this time it's true. It's true. Yes, I swear to you, it is true. You know, they thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy and that they could just sneak off together. But I fooled them. Clever. And now they're over there. They're boarded up with all those rats. And I just want you to go over there one more time, please, to check on them. Please? Oh, so you absolutely refuse. Yes, it's your final decision. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. That was exactly what I thought you would say. Since the beginning.
Thanks, Mary. That was really a great scene, and I was there to see it, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.
But now, what are you going to do next?
You know, people are asking me that, and I'm going to put it out to you. What is a role that you think I could do well? Because I'm looking for my next project.
Hi, I'm with Artie Rosenstein, someone I've worked with a lot in the village and acted with. But there's something more about Artie that just always has impressed me. He is what I call the total committed person in the theater. He doesn't just come to do his part. He comes in early to help set up the stage so that the director will have an easy time getting the rehearsal started. He stays after, helps break it down. He really sets an example that makes us all turn around and say, we better help too. So this is a wonderful thing that you can do in the theater. You don't always have to be the one that's up front. Ultimately, that's what you'd like to do and what Artie has done so many times. So let me ask you, Artie, how many shows have you been in?
Well, I know it's 18 on the main stage. I've been in 3 Shakespeare on the Patio. And several shows at meetings and on TV6.
And you actually, out of all those, you actually have a favorite.
I do.
Tell us about your favorite.
It's an actor's dream, really, to play Shylock from The Merchant of Venice. And I didn't get to play the whole show, but there is one key scene where Shylock explains why he wants his pound of flesh. And, you know, Shakespeare used a lot of the anti-Semitic stereotypes about the money-grubbing Jew. But in this scene, Shylock is talking about how a Jew is just the same as everyone else. You know, affected by the same diseases. If you prick us, yeah, we bleed. If you poison us, we die. And if you wrong us, yeah, we'll have our revenge.
You feel really passionate about that.
I
which
do.
is great.
I mean, I hate prejudice, honestly. And this is what Shakespeare is talking about. I don't know how much was conscious and how much it just came out, but it's the common humanity. And it's a wonderful scene.
And we're going to see it.
All right.
So let's show it right now.
Why, if he forfeit, thou wilt not take his flesh? What's that good for? To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies. And what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Organs? Dimensions? Senses? Affections? Passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we're like you and the rest, we shall resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why revenge? The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction.
Artie has another project he's involved in right now in the musical Love, Sex, and the Big City, which is going to be performed March 13th to the 15th. But tell us, why are you enjoying this and what part do you play?
It's a fun show. It's a musical, and I play a reporter for an entertainment magazine, and my character is not too bright, and that's fun to play.
It is, because we know you are bright.
Well,
So it's really been great having you here. It's always fun working with you too.
well, thank you, Sandy. Back at you.
I'm with Gila Zalin, somebody I really admire, someone I've been fortunate to work with. But she's done so many wonderful things here, and she is really, truly a fine actress. And she even has a professional background and at one time performed off-Broadway. But more than that, she has put herself into this community and no diva going on here, and really involved herself in many aspects. So I would really like to know a little more about how you feel about that. How do you feel about the total commitment to community theater in Laguna Woods?
I'll tell you the truth. I think that working for this area, for Laguna Woods community theater, is as exciting, if not more so, and more fun than professional theater. I mean it.
And why?
Well, first of all, the people. I love the people. The atmosphere is so exciting. The sense that you're giving something and people are getting it. Like an opening night in one of our productions, I don't think there's anything like, because people are working backstage, people are doing costumes, people are doing, and they probably didn't do this as a living, so they put their whole selves into it, and you just know they do, and you come up with this beautiful production. And more than that, when the audience at the end stands up and applauds, like there's nothing like it
Isn't
in the
it?
world. But really, I have to tell you, the feeling that I get just working here is like being in summer camp.
Well, we've often called it Camp Laguna, right?
That's great.
And
I love it.
how many shows have you been in since you've lived here? Do you have any idea?
Oh my gosh. I've been here for 4 years.
Okay.
So I think I've been in about 7 shows.
Great. Now, we know we asked you, but we know you have a favorite. So we want to talk about that just a little bit, because then we're going to show a clip from that favorite performance. So tell us about Curious Savage.
Okay, well, that was the first main stage production that I was in.
It was?
Yeah,
Oh.
right. I had done a little bit in Shakespeare. That was the first thing I did when we moved here. And then Carol asked me if I would be in a show that she was going to direct, and I didn't know what it was going to be. And there was this show about this insane asylum, if you want to call it that, and I was the head insaner.
You were. It was so much fun watching you. I reviewed it and I thought, oh my gosh, she's so beautifully crazy. I mean, you weren't over the top. You were funny, but we just knew you were nuts. You know.
Oh,
Shocking.
me? Moi?
But you were in a lot of it, so I'm sure you were having a really
I
great
had
time.
such a good time. I did. I was having a ball, and so was everybody else around.
I know, and I could tell from all the other actors because they were crazy as well. So, and,
Yes,
and there's
they were.
nothing better than doing that, you know, because you don't have to try to be this perfect with all the perfect lines. You just
Right.
let it roll with the
Absolutely.
script itself, which certainly brought out the crazy.
Absolutely right. And but I have to tell you, the joy of being in that was because so many people that were involved in it gave so much of themselves and had as good a time as we did. And that was my first introduction to, this is so much fun.
See, and that's really how I felt when I started. I said, look at all these wonderful people. Look at how welcoming they are. And many of them haven't done anything before they came here.
Yes.
And that's what we're
Yes, that's
trying
right.
to also help people to understand.
That's
You
right.
can do it. You can do it. You can be involved.
Right. True.
Because we know many who thought they never would be are.
Have an expensive camera she can't work and rave about an artist that I've never heard of.
Cynic. Has money spoiled me?
Do you have money, Fairy?
Bags.
Oh, let's not be prejudiced about money. Some of my best friends are wealthy. Hannibal, play something for us so we can distract Jeff.
Well, you caught me tuned. What shall it be?
Surprise us.
How about a gypsy shardist?
Oh, please, don't play gypsy music, Hannibal. It frightens me.
Frightens you?
Terrifies me. I was stolen by gypsies when I was young and rescued just as they were about to dye my skin with walnut juice. Well, I was.
Play something, Hannibal.
I wonder if she likes music. Oh, maybe she plays an instrument herself, the harp. Oh, I hope she plays the harp all my life. Oh, I'm sorry, Hannibal. Go ahead. I was raised on the harp, my father, like an angel.
Jeff, what are you doing?
There's a book up there I want.
Oh, Fairy? Help Jeff get the book,
wait.
please.
I'll get a
Oh,
stool.
no, let me get that, Fairy. Please,
No,
let me
no,
get it.
Jeff. Climbing stools is women's work. Men have mountains. What book do you want?
What book do you want, Jeff?
I want the planet, or the lifespan of the apes.
You know, people give the strangest books to this library. I could never get into Forbidden Tibet.
It's amazing what it's like to be above people. I feel like the smartest person in the whole world.
It's the yellow one, Fairy.
Oh, I have books in my blood. My mother invented the filing system at the New York Library. She was queen of the cross index.
I'll get Jeff's book down for him, Fairy.
No, I was just getting a book for Jeff.
With a violin bow?
I couldn't quite reach it.
Let me get that, please.
No. Jeff, I'm going to get it for you
But
now.
I don't want to cause a commotion. I'm sorry.
Everybody watch his own head. Now watch. See? Timber! There you are, Jeff.
Thanks.
You may have the bow, Miss Willie, and you may have my hand, Hannibal.
Fairy, the next time someone wants a book from the top, call me. That whole shelf might have fallen on you.
Oh, whoever heard of anyone being hurt by a good book?
Gila, tell us about the project you're working on now.
Well, what I'm working on now is so exciting. It's a podcast, a radio podcast that you can get online. It's called the Old Pros Radio Hour. And the beauty of it is that it's telling stories. I'm one of the producers. I write the narration and I tell some of the stories. It's telling stories that people can listen to the way they used to listen to the radio, sitting on the living room floor even, and like Let's Pretend, if you remember that, and all those great stories. It's very exciting.
Great, and we know that others can watch this or get involved in seeing it. So what we've done is post the website. Thank you so much, Gila. I'm really excited, and I know others will when they go to the website and check out the podcast, and they will have so much fun. And thank you for all your wonderful contribution. Now I'm with David Deering, and David is a dear because he has been probably the most giving, cooperative actor in this entire village. And I say that with all my heart because I've been able to experience it with him in a show that was a favorite of many of ours called Magic Jukebox. David was the director along with Sheila Bialka, but he brought to us a special community. Tell us why you enjoyed that experience.
Oh, well, first, thanks for having me, Sandy. What I liked about the Magic Jukebox was the camaraderie that we had. People actually liked to come to rehearsals, and I liked to come to rehearsals. And it had special meaning for me because I was actually at Woodstock, okay, and recreating that for the people in Laguna Woods Village and with all the actors with whom I worked was just a treat. It was just fun.
And one of the things you did to bring everyone together before the show, and someone just reminded me of this the other day, is you would get us in a huddle before the show started. It was like the football team getting in the huddle before the game. And why did you do that?
Because I like to do that, and theater is all about camaraderie and all about making friends and all about working together as a team. I felt more like a coach than the director when I got everybody together, and it was just good fun.
And this person that spoke about it said, I remember that so well because it got me even more excited about the start of the show.
When you go on stage, you need to be ready, okay?
And you need to be fired up, right?
Exactly. You need to be hit it running, okay? And so I like that as an activity, as a pre going on stage activity.
And then the scene that we're going to show from Magic Jukebox is the Woodstock scene. Mm-hmm. And did you write that scene because you were there and it actually happened to you? So
I wrote that exactly as it happened. Okay, I was there. I was in Monticello. I ran into a state trooper. He said, "Follow me." I was at Woodstock in 20 minutes.
When others struggled to get there.
8-hour traffic jam.
Right.
Yep.
So it was truly, truly a wonderful experience for all of us. And we all have talked about it after and said probably the most fun show that we've ever been in, because you came in and you made us feel like today was going to be fun. And so we did love coming to rehearsal. You made us feel that way every day.
And I liked coming to rehearsal.
Which we could tell.
I said, okay, what kind of fun are we going to have today?
What are we going to do today? So what we want to do now is show the clip from Magic Jukebox. Mm-hmm. And I think it sort of speaks for itself after everything we just said.
I think so too.
Got it.
Hey, Steven!
David!
Steven! Hey, man! Can you dig all these people?
Yeah.
Hey,
it's
what's
crazy.
going on?
What's up, dude?
Hi, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
You understand we're 8 miles from the concert.
Yeah.
There's one solid line of traffic. What do you want to do?
Oh, man, I got all this food and all this beer.
Yeah.
I already bought a ticket. 3 days, $18.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate to waste that kind of money.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm also in $18 for you. I bought you a ticket as well.
Wow, I'm good for it. But listen, what do you want to do? I want it to happen. Do you want it to happen?
Of course I want it to happen. The bands are awesome. There's Creedence and The Who, Jefferson Airplane, Grateful Dead, and of course there's Janice and Jimmy. Can we walk?
No, man. I got a 12-man tent in the car, all that camping gear. I can't pack that in. There's no way.
No. And I got all that food and all that beer. Hey, I have an idea.
What?
Let's go to a hardware store and buy a wagon. We can just pack it all in.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm up for a hike.
Good.
And I think we can still make the concert. It starts at 4 with Richie Havens.
Yeah.
We can get there, set up, we can just make it.
Yeah, yeah.
But wait a minute, we gotta find a tent site.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find a tent site. There are only 200,000 people ahead of us.
Okay, well, maybe we'll get lucky.
Well, hey, there's a state trooper over there.
Yeah, I see
Let
him.
me ask him
No,
what's going on.
no, dude,
yeah, let me talk to
No.
Let me talk to the
No.
trooper. Stephen,
No.
let me talk to the cop, okay? He's cool. Look how cool he is. Excuse me, officer. I was wondering if you had any information regarding the festival.
Yes, I do. The highway to the festival grounds is parking lot. And the chopper pilot tells me that the best guess is about 8 hours for the drive. And that's a mile an hour, but I haven't seen it move for the last hour.
Oh,
I'm guessing you want to go to the festival, right?
yeah. We were sure hoping to.
Little friend's kind of funny. Got a ticket?
Yeah, of course I have a ticket. Yeah,
3 days, huh?
yeah.
All right. Listen, here's the deal, buddy, okay? You seem kind of cool. Can you meet me here in 10 minutes with your car?
Sure. Why?
All right, don't worry about it. Just be here 10 minutes with your car. I have to get there. I'm going to go around some back roads over the mountains. It's dirt roads, but if you'll follow me, I'll get you there.
Thank you, officer.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot. Hey, Stephen.
What?
Get the car and meet me back here in 5 minutes. We're
No.
going to follow that cop to
you
the
can't.
festival.
You cannot follow the cops,
We're
man.
going to follow the cop to the festival. Now, you just go get the car.
I think
Get the car.
I think you're
and
crazy. I
Get the
think you've
car
gone
and meet me here in
crazy.
5 minutes.
Oh,
Come on.
he's crazy.
Cops are cool.
Crazy.
Oh, we're going to Woodstock. We're going to Woodstock. We're going to Woodstock. Oh, going to Woodstock. Going to Woodstock.
Thank you so much. But tell us about the next project you're working on.
Coming up in March at the Old Pros meeting, they're doing a little play called The Actor's Nightmare, okay, which I'm sure all of us have had. And I'm often asked to do provide music for shows and meetings and also visuals. And I'm doing that for the March meeting, Actor's Nightmare.
I'm glad you are, because you have done a lot of that. And it's another part of being totally involved and not just being the actor, right?
Exactly.
So glad you were here. We're excited to see The Actor's Nightmare.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
Okay.
I hope we have given you a deeper understanding of our wonderful community theater here in the village. Your ongoing support of our theater performances is greatly appreciated.
I know for certain the one I love, I'll do it flirting is you.